Uh, Man, it's Tuesday. Like this is fucked up. It's Tuesday. Hello, Freezy. Hello, Ticonderoga. Hello, Schnitzel. Hello, TK. Hello, Maverick. Hello, Jadowski. Hello, Sean.
Adventure.
You and your adventures.
Man, I can't believe it's Tuesday. I literally cannot actually believe it's Tuesday. I'm sitting there thinking, like, for a second, like, thank you, authentication error. I love you. Cool. I know there's nothing on the fucking login, but at the same point in time, it's better for me to turn it off. You're playing Final Fantasy 14? Yes. He's playing an MMO on stream. Yes. Hello, Avalon. What's this? This is and always have been a terrible game for streaming, but I would gladly take. God damn it! The channel points that accumulate from lurking instead of actively engaging. Fine. It was just if you sit upon this long enough, it just decides nah. At very least, with 14 people in queue, because it's just like a patch instead of, you know, an expansion, we can at least, you know, have fun. I will try. I have heard only one thing about the dungeon, and that is the last boss is one of those is going to be one of those bosses where it might take a while depending upon your group. Which actually makes me happy, because my thought was that they would take the shitty approach to all of this, which is hold on, I need to turn this up. I probably could turn it more up. Okay, that's no. We're at 100%, so it has to be here and here. I have not played Metaphor yet. I want to hold off on Metaphor with the just in case moment of a goddamn I don't where is it? I don't think it's in this room. There is a copy of SMT5 somewhere in this house. And
holy
and Vengeance. Hello, Fox. What about This Is Horny? Actually, I should take out that new. You know what? I should.
But not really.
I should take a look at like the new hairstyle that they put in, and just see how well it actually looks. If it's one of those things that I can get from here, or do I have to buy it? I keep on forgetting how it really works. No, it's one of those things I have to buy from like something else, isn't it? Yeah, they're not. It's probably within like fucking DP whatever is. There is still that one, which is like the thing from there, but eh. Yeah, oh, you think it's PvP? Oh well. I never do enough of that stuff, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, I actually forgot. Oh wait, hold on. Now, you could still see some stuff. Hold on, because I've recently changed. And it's this button. I recently changed the windows so I can actually read times. But because of that, yeah, there we go. Now you can't see chat at the in-game chat at all. Whoops. Pleasant. Oh wow, that's small though. How have you been lately? Wish they allow me to adjust the text sites differently. Wonderful, as busy as you've been with the Rite of Succession, among other things, you deserve the opportunity to experience Turiolol at more leisurely pace. Simple tacos. They're made the traditional way and laden with fillings and absolutely sublime. You talk to Burkavoo. Eat tacos. Please eat more tacos. You get emotes from it. I know there's one emote that they've added, which is the funny shaker. Like it seems like a funny bartender shaker, shaken not stirred.
This dirty bitch is coming on to you.
Are you alone today? I see. If you have a hankering for tacos down in the house, go eat all the tacos. Note, I have not done any role quests.
You're gonna feel a little.
And thank
woozy.
you, Freezy,
How much
for the
Jua could I
sub.
hawk Jua if I hawk Jua could hawk Jua?
I hate that you're taking Tico's bits. I'm sorry, you should stop taking Tico's bits. When was it? Hold on. Gator General. Yeah, Ticonderoga today at 1:54 said that you're stealing bits. You're stealing his bit. You still love tacos. Yeah, you ate so many when you turned 5. You could barely move after them. Remember that? Don't you love tacos, chat? No, not really. That was 30 years ago for me. Right, sorry, it's strange to me. Just the other day, you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirt as you said of
You fucking
Yasalani.
pussy.
And now you're a grown man with a full face of hair. Maverick. Relying, that feels like the only thing I'm doing right now on you and everyone else. I can even start a fire without the assistance of my new job. Back in Alexandria, we had electrope. If we need fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here I'm helpless. The culinary can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stared at me, gods, I've never felt so embarrassed. Sorry to hear that. I've been told tales. Oh, okay, so I'm assuming that the guy on the right was one of the people who got transported to Alexandria, and the guy on his left is his father. So it's weirdly fucked up that the guy on the right is older. It's kind of like Fallout. What is that? Capybara. I didn't get the capybara. I didn't. There is a capybara to mount, but like, I've been told tales, but it seems life really is different when it's done. My wife and children, I was thinking to have them join me once things are settled, but at this rate, say you send for him. If they're friendly to mine too, I'll do whatever's necessary to make it work. Eat your tacos. I didn't mean to overhear, but it seems like you're having trouble readjusting life into Iolol. Val Wuklamat. 8 folks like yourself, we established a support group at the Wings of Reflection. There you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. It isn't easy being back, I know, but hopefully they can make things easier. That's exactly what I need. I'll definitely seek the group out and bring my family with me. Thank you. I haven't touched it. All I know is that like the last boss of the dungeon might be one of those things where people can't deal because they're bad at the video game. If you don't mind the company, I could use it by myself. She also wants some tacos. I'm going to rip my turf out. And then you ate tacos. So what have you been up to lately? Nothing. I've been catching up on sleep. Legitimately, after the fucking raid, I haven't played for like 3 months. I purchased Subtime like a week ago and just did at least some Arcadian. Given everything we've been through, I don't blame you, but once you've had your fill, be sure to be itching to get back to the thick of things. As for myself, I've been keeping busy with duties at the palace, but whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to people. That way I can better understand the problems they have and share them with Koana. I was on one such walk now. I was hoping to find you. Koana has some things we won't discuss with you. Adds on, so do you have time? Yes, I would like to see Koana. She's been jacking it. I have been jacking it in San Diego. Jacking it, whacking it, smacking it, backing it. Do 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 bada bum 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 bada boom. Bunny. Also, like, I'll be honest, I really haven't like gotten any new gear. So like sometime between now and 7.2, I need to at least get 700 and like get it to 715, so we can do the wrestling raids again. Sorry, Sonata, Val Koana has stepped away before attended pressing matter. He should be here before long. Ow. This seems like a talkie. The camera angles make it seem like it's a talkie. Nope. Oh, you're all here too. Val Koana summoned us. Though if it be told, Alphano and I have been seeking him quite regularly. He has sincere knowledge of Hanish culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening your alliance. You know, the thing that kind of just came out of nowhere, just so we can have this moment where a dragon comes out and destroys a bunch of ships. Pearl and I likewise been summoned. Otherwise, we've been carrying out our work, compiling information on the Golden City. You know, heaven. My grandfather embarked on these investigations 20 years ago. With our report, we shall finish what he started. Look on their ears. No. I'm not gonna do that to the twins. No. Unless you wonder, Thinker and Urianje have left to resume their tour of Tural. Yashola, meanwhile, is back on researching cross-rift travel. She was here a few days ago to get Koana's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, she mentioned wanting to take a look at the key in your keeping at some point. If she look in her eyes of any indication, I suggest you brace yourself when she comes calling. You're like to be stuck for her for a while. As for Estinian, we neither know where he is nor what he's doing. Some things never change. Yeah, you know what? I want to go on the adventure with Estinian. I'm sorry. He seems like he's having fun. He's probably having fun right now. My apologies for the delay. Think of it, we took advantage of the time to catch up. So what you do, hopefully present company is enough for whatever you need. The matter which I summon you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will be held in Solution 9 to mourn the passing of Queen Sphene. King Guluja and his administration have invited us to attend. The Boy King. While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as the treatment of Yasalani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even the rareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have a funeral rite still. Apparently, the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in Alexandria of old. It was them who put forth the proposal that the queen thus be honored. You know, the thing that kind of looks like a thing out of Xenoblade Chronicles and was going to basically harvest souls to empower memories of people who aren't really the spirits of people, but, you know, let's not even dwell on that. The people of Alexandria no longer forgot the departed. They're being comforted with the idea of death, confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted something for them to do. Though Sphene was but a simulacrum, she was nevertheless a pillar for her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. Yeah, Beep Boop deserves a scrap mana. Indeed, a funeral will give Alexandrians the chance to come together to express their grief that they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I decided to go, not only to be there for Guluja, but to put this chapter behind us. At a request of your presence was none other to see if you wish to attend the funeral. You knew Sphene as well, after all. That would be inappropriate. I killed her. Yo, it's like, is it okay for the person who did the drive-by shooting to attend homie's funeral? Wait. Or is it like real hater energy? I take it, but we have no choice. We have to stop her from killing countless innocents. I won't force you to attend the funeral if it makes you feel uncomfortable, but while I represent Turley Law in the official capacity, I'd like you to be there to watch over everything, in case some people act weird. Like wonder where the body is. I feel that the rest of us should go, regardless of the reason. The fact remains that we're deprived Alexandria of a beloved Rue. Actually, I'm not really even sure if like they knew about her being the in. Only right to remember who Sphene was to our people and to others, but let us stand with you. Then it's decided, let's head to Solution 9 and look for Guluja in the back room. We're still using the back room? Why? Oh, crossroads. I always say Sphene, says Sphene. Sphene is like an actual like jewel. Like that's the reason. Sphene. Queen Sphene. Now back to Solution 9.
Jack it, whack it, smack it, pack it, back it, hack it, tack it, slap it, crank it, yank it, wank it, jank it, spank it,
Yeah, masturbation is kind of like bop it, isn't it? What if you did have the adult bop it? What if you had the adult bop it and you do everything correctly and then it just like it just squirts? It's like, congratulations, you win. Have a cooling mist. It's kind of like the Nick-a-dick, right? Oh, you came for the funeral. Of course, I'm the one who officially take part, though. The others will have to watch over proceedings. How have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Shell is always teaching me new things. Recently, I learned about Everkeith's systems and mechanical soldiers. It's knowledge I'll use. I need to use my authority properly. Remember when they decided to almost give Kryl something useful to do, and then it wouldn't work, and so then Galuja had to be the one to actually do something? Man, I wonder if the writers like Kryl. Studies always, I see. By way of a treat, I brought you gâteau au chocolat. It's a kind of cake. I think fucking French ass fucking shit. Thank you, Lamati. And thank you for coming. I have never been to a funeral before, so I feel less nervous having you here. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria? In our world, it's common to offer flowers. It's much the same. According to our records, flour will be distributed to all the attendees. Considering that all worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well have been shared the same ancient origin. Fascinating, wouldn't you say? I guess. Oh. Money. It's not a fish! It's a lizard! The flowers are being handing out at Praxis Park. I'm thinking of heading over there now. We'll join you. The man that I would like to speak with, Gosson. He was apparently as Fiend's aide who'll start the thing. Alexandria mourns. Not a fish baby. Like a lizard. The Mulja are like lizards. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going to the government sector. Shit. Going to goddamn governmental office. Oh, hey, a cutscene plays here. I wonder how you can tell. Why, I'm Valwukla Mother Turiola. Thank you for sending an invitation to Queen's Fiend's funeral. We are honored, truly. I had seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I'm Gosson, former chief aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I've been responsible for administrating affairs of the state. Can we get our flowers here? Yes, Your Majesty. The flowers are being handed out over at the counter over yonder, along with the regulators. What? We need to wear regulators for the funeral? Rest assured they're not a requirement. We are aware your people do not use them. But maybe you should like to use these things that serve as kind of a weird mind erasure control. You see, people in Alexandria wore of old wore tokens of mourning upon their persons while attending funerals. As such tokens were black, it was suggested that my regulators painted the same color. We've yet to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we're able. I see. Yet regulator or no, the important thing is that we remember Queen's Fiend. Remember her and her kindness as you make an offering of your flower. I will. The proceedings will soon begin in the plaza. Please take your place once you have your flower. What could possibly go wrong? I know. I'm just like, everything about the regulators should just scream, man. Oh, we had a talkie. I feel like this should be a talkie. Look at all the PSO2 people. Also, standing at a funeral. Couldn't you give them chairs? You know, at least one person is wanking. Yo, you know, grieving bitches love the cock, so there's someone going to get sex after this. You know, like shoot one out for the queen, repopulate the.
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands. Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born.
I mean,
The only home that our younger generation knows. How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We
kind of gave people this
thrived
device
because Queen Sphene
and then gave them
brought
like
us together.
comforts, like stoves. And then people were like kind of weird.
Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness,
like
we
what new
strove to be
Alexandria?
better for ourselves as well as those around us.
Like it seemed more like the Yasalanis like integrated within Alexandrian society.
And in Her Majesty's absence.
And then the only reason why Sphene is dead is because of people who didn't like those ways in which,
Yet
you know,
we must.
we're taking the memories out of a soul and then using souls as currencies.
Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow.
I mean, that kind of is what happened to begin with.
Would that I could find solace in my own words.
Was Queen Sphene taken to the cloud?
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down.
She was a computer.
But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
It seems that's what it means to die. I'm afraid.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
What will happen indeed?
Is this a commentary on the British? Wait, no, it doesn't matter. The British don't like their king and queen. They're just forced to deal.
Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
Okay, I have a good idea.
Perhaps
it's called
we
alcohol.
should also consider moving to Tuliolo. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Sveen, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts.
Do I? Hey, everybody! I should tell you about the afterlife. Y'all want to learn about the afterlife? Well, you see, when you die, your soul goes into the live stream, and then, I mean, over time, you know, it gets purified and eventually reincarnated, and which is fine. But you know, it's great if your soul goes into the live stream and not be used as like some weird currency bullshit.
I'm sorry. I didn't
We know
mean to
how
impose.
death works in this game.
Please, mourn your queen however you see fit.
Kind of the problem. It's like, yeah, you'll see him again maybe in the afterlife. Just say that. You have proof of an afterlife. Tell them about the live stream, man. The live
As
stream.
expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
If they're king.
True. But with that, at least, we're not powerless to help.
Look, yeah, a little lizard fella as the king now.
What is it, Guloja?
He's a little smart boy.
I was wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead? I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts.
Yeah, but your father was also a piece of shit, and then like doesn't like it.
Makes me feel sad. But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad. I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
Guloja.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
"50 streams, damn. I'm not a frog. I have a bigger tail than him. My tail's bigger." Yeah, let's focus upon that so that those regulators don't be What exactly did Zarulja teach Goluja? Nothing. Nothing, absolutely nothing. He taught him that I don't want a child, but sex happened. What do you mean no bonk sound? There was a bonk sound. There was 100% a bonk sound. I know I heard the bonk sound. Unless Vinyan is being weird. Hold on. Where's the bonk? Oh my god. Give me a second. Hello, other countism. No. Yeah, I see it now. It's just sometimes. Oh, I get it. It's pointing to VNN. Ow. It was pointing to a previous version of VNN. So. Hold on. Okay, that didn't work either. Look. Why is it being like that? Yeah, it's not doing it. What the fuck? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have... Oh no, hold on. This is gonna suck in a second. Mostly because I use V. Fuck. Okay, go here. Then I gotta find my source. Okay. Let's see. Properties. Well, that's just the first available sender. Oh, that just shows you that. Okay, maybe it's in sounds? Yeah, I have VNyan specifically in sound. Let me remove. Sure. Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about why I'm doing this. Why aren't you capturing? It's playing for me. It's just not capturing for you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's not doing that. It doesn't make any sense. Well, shit. Hey, Galuja, do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Yeah, she searched the system for information on residents, but the only Mamulja she found listed was my father and me. Even she died and was erased from people's memories. She should have been there, but she wasn't. Well, here she... But that she hears means she was too, inside the dome. There can't be there can't be any other way. You want to know your mother? What if you're a clone child? They seem to be able to... They might be able to clone children. I think so. Even if it makes me feel sad, I want to know her. So I try looking again. If I don't find anything this time, I'll give up. Well, if that's what you want. And I'll help you. I like to help as well. I believe I speak with the other for the others. Yeah, let's actually help this child find his mother. Because right now he's kind of an orphan. He came here not for the funeral. We'll see what's always well with Alexandria. You seek to learn about your mother. We're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. Your father was a whiny bitch. No. Okay, so here's the thing. Every single thing is working. OBS is... I even redid a sound capture for VNyan. It is pointing to VNyan. To the executable that is VNyan. You know what? We're gonna... Let me try something else. Does TTS work? Yes, because that's a separate program. Y'all are hearing everything else outside of one program. But let me try this. Yeah, see, that's... Wait, hold on. Hold on 1 second. I need to do something right quickly. I think I might have found the culprit. Hold on. And this is going to be the stupidest culprit in the world.
No.
Okay. Do you want to know? So when I did those nuts, I noticed that the PC game audio was capturing sound and would flicker on with that. So I think what happened was OBS, in its infinite wisdom, went, okay, well, it's getting captured by the PC game audio. That means that you capturing it on VNyan, we don't need to do that. You didn't fix shit. Nutting on yourself on stream is against TOS. Fucking bullshit. I can nut on myself all I want to. What is Twitch going to do about it? Fuck them. The only way they find out is if y'all snitch. Y'all are not snitching. I mean, DSP, exactly. Assuming neither memories nor records of Galuja's mother remain, we must cast as wide a net as possible. I suggest we speak up groups. Make inquiries outside the outskirts, whereas the rest will do same in Solution 9. This feels like it's going to go a lot faster than I thought it would. The outskirts. Oh, Mr. Triss won't need his vets. I forgot what Mr. John Twitch's actual name is besides being John Twitch. You looking for my Mulja woman? Oh, Galuja's mom. I can't help you there, I'm afraid. I only know a little about Geralja, and then only what my father taught me. That before Dumb cut us off from the outside world, Taral Verdral had appeared and was terrorizing the region. In response, Geralja assembled a party of warriors, and with them confronted and felled the beast. It was interesting to hear of the king's feat in the past. Middle-aged woman. Oh wait, no, it's not a woman. It's a guy. Sorry, but I never heard of a Mamuja woman living in parts, much less one connected to Geralja. You might have better luck talking to people over at a Tanwatan settlement north of Everkeep, in a place called Yawata? The resilient someone allured to when you saved them from the crises or another, the story goes. If I remember correctly, the chief's name was Kaniloka? Man, it's weird that we're getting a little bit of the Tanwata when, like, the game didn't really tell you much about them in the main scenario quest. You know, The people that might be kind of like blue mages. Well, actually, that was just one of the tribes. Let's see. There has to be one around here. Wait. Ow! Do I have to go in a house? I don't want to go in a house. Go in a yeah. Doesn't really care from how other place he looks. Well, I mean, you could tell which one's a player character because they don't have something above their names. Well, okay, some of them don't. He's a player character. Anyways, where is this other person? Oh, there they are. A Mumulja woman. There are people I've never been consigned around here. But last time I saw one must have been before the dome came down over our heads. She was among the entourage of Landsguard that was this patch here. I assume they all returned to Turiola after the missions.
Homie, good night kisses, Poro's sad.
I am going to. Okay, fuck. First of all, I see your message now, Tiger Conjuroga. Fuck you. Secondly, no, Mr. Twitch ain't gonna care because like I ain't a big titty lady that is 3D pig disgusting. God, does that terminology even exist nowadays? Like that was so much of like a thing that people used to use on like 4chan like 10 plus years ago. Like, but is that terminology like boomer now? Am I supposed to just say thought? Well, no, because the thought still has like the implication of e-thought.
Hey, listen!
What? Okay. Beluga is telling me we have previously tracked down the records of Mother, but then came up in here. Yeah, I see the fucking. You can't hit me. Wait, no, wait, you can't. What if I? No, I can't lean up. Yeah, I can't.
Zava isn't gonna give us kisses or let us slap his nuts. He is a bad streamer and hates his fans who spend thousands of hours on his stream and thinks he's better than us. He is awful and rude and dumb and smells and is a frog but hot sad.
I mean, some of that's true. The Dralja brought a return of Landsguard to Yasalani. Among them was a female Mamulja. His mission was raided the regions of Tural Vidral, and I believe it's safe to say that this crisis in Yawata he resolved. If some of his troops stuck around for a time, perhaps to assist the villagers with recovery efforts, then they could have indeed gotten trapped in the dome. We've also heard stories about a settlement in Yawata. People lived there nearly a decade ago, and Zeralja made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location home to his most loyal followers who would be ideal. And if the Mamulja woman he had remained there, they would have had occasion to come in contact and then have sex. I see, but what could Zeralja have been doing in that village? Having sex. I think we can answer that question. Yes, having sex. In order to retrace zoologist steps, Raha and I spoke with a researcher who worked at Origenetics. He said approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside of Everkeep, per the King's direct order. This is the first I heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard were believed to have been under the King's jurisdiction. It's apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid that was all that we could learn. We'll need to go on. Even if the work was classified, any materials and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So if we look into transportation record, that's wrong. No one has sex in this game. No, that's wrong. Shit. I'm pretty sure there's someone who has had sex. And I'm just, that is a lie. 99% of the sex takes place on Balmung. Okay, yeah, that's true. The routes are full of detours and attempts to obfuscation, but large strategies are being made to Yahweh Yawata, far too large for a mere village. There hasn't been any activity for years, though. It's likely the facility has been decommissioned. You think that's where my mother was? We can't say for certain just yet, but I reckon there's a good chance. This is amazing. Even though no one remembers her, you managed to figure all of this out. Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own, but when we put several pieces together, a picture becomes to form. Unless you're missing a piece, then you're autistic. And even should memories fade, footprints remain to mark the path for those who walked before. A lesson learned in another life. So we'll be investigating the secret facility in Yahweh Yawata then. And this time I want you to come along, Gulaja. What? Wait, Tuesday. What? About. Talking about the Mamulja? That one's blue. I'm not blue current. Yawata is on the other side of the lake. To get there, you need to take a hover cargo from the downdress. All right, thank you, Shell. But I'm not a frog either, so like that's the that is the commonality. Downdrifts. Oh, across the across the lake is somewhere else. I thought it would be like across the lake of Alexandria. Oh, just I no. For that to happen, I would have had to have sex, and you know I cannot have this. It is in my contract not to have sex.
Funny that Zava didn't decide to play as a black mage. Because wizard.
I like tanking. I like sword and board tanking. So hover cargo it takes across the lake is still in the dome, so I don't expect it to be too different from her. We're likely to encounter dangerous beasts, so the rest of us will go first. You'll follow when it's safe to do so, alright? Alright, be careful everyone. Yahweh Awata field. I am not entering with a party of NPCs. I am going to enter a party with other players. I want to see how bad this gets. I want to see the final this last boss and see how bad it gets, because it's like, oh, it might be like the level 90 dungeon where it's like, yeah, people have like the hardest time doing any of the bosses because their brains small from all the ERPing. Hey, hold on. Wait. Come on. Right. Floating. Floating. Let me give her my bird. I have a button. Okay, I didn't give her that button. Okay, it doesn't matter. Door stuck. Door stuck. Door stuck. Average time less than 5 minutes. I'm a fucking tank. Where's my instant? I guess the stream is over, huh? I know, stream over, don't get instant queue. There we go, look at that, there we go. That's much higher. You know, in a way, if perception allows you to look, it makes you look kind of, I don't know, does that make you look bigger or smaller? Maybe I can make it. Now scale the mountains and fall through the war. This is considered a victory. Yes, exactly. Aw, man. Woods. Now remember, chat, if we fail, it's not my fault. It is the fault of the samurai. I'm placing the blame on the samurai. Kill slut boy kisser. I am not eating. I am tanking. There is no hill slutting here. Even if, like, technically my attacks are healing myself, that doesn't count. That's like saying using a potion in Monster Hunter is heal slutting. Though then again, there are motherfuckers in Monster Hunter Worlds who try to like make a healer build, which is kind of dumb, but no, people are weird. We called those people morons.
Hey, listen!
He didn't point to you, huh? There's the implication. He calls me a frog and then points to me. It's called using my
We
logic.
call those people.
No, they're not women per se. Lindblom Zagnal. Okay, let's find out what the fuck this thing does. It seems to do nothing. I mean, kind of just stood there. Door. Okay. I think I should get over here. See, the lines on the ground mean that you don't have to stand in the thing. That you don't stand there. And then you avoid the attack, and that makes this game hard because, like, a shit ton of people don't know how to actually do that. Like, a lot of people don't know how to actually ignore the glow spots. Kind of fucked up.
Good King Moggle Mog, good King Mog. Ruler of the land. Good King Moggle Mog, good King Mog. Slaps nuts with an iron hand.
What? No, he doesn't. Also, thank God the TTS cannot actually do the thing and into the rhythm of the actual song. We'd be copyright struck by Disney if that happened. Okay, that wasn't bad. Let's see what we got. Casting 705. There's a plug in for it that you make TTS sensor. You know, I really need to get an actual, like, proper sensor. Oh no! Dogs! We in Dead Space, boys. They're not a... Oh, there they are. Rotten Researcher. Yeah, Dead Space happened here. By the way, did you peek up public as Stone from the fire? Really? No, I did not hear about that. Tell me more about how the live set inside Chica Puppet got stolen for the FNAF 2 set. I really would like to know. You're not dead? How are you guys not dead yet? I'm surprised it was Chica. No, yeah, I'm unsurprised of that as well. I mean, it's Unless you're going to have Foxy, or not Foxy, what's the one that from like the most recent one that people like want to fuck? I mean, Foxy is also something that people want to fuck, but like that's the for the guy for the dude lovers. So Nick Cage's finally, it was actually, see, I haven't seen that one, and I kind of want to watch it because my impression of like the FNAF movie was it is held back by being PG-13, which really helps with like motherfuckers who are pussies. Overseer Yo, does he even have a... Okay, yeah, he has a head. I should have. The Soul Center. What do we got? Once again, the ground is marked with glowing stuff, which means that I shouldn't stand in there. Huh? I'm fine getting hit with something. I'm a tank. I can get hit twice. Huh? Oh, it's this type of bullshit. Shit, this is actually bad. Hold on. Okay, you know what? It's fine. The healer's dead. The samurai's dead. These motherfuckers are dead. Now it becomes... Oh, should I even... I mean, like, in a way, I do have... Okay, you know what? No. Okay, never mind. The samurai's dead, so I actually have to kill myself. Fuck. Or, sorry, the dancer's dead. Look! Where was I when the puppet is stolen? You can't tell. I don't know. I might have not even been out in the house when the puppet was stolen. I went out today. Nope. That is not my fault. Everybody else died. It's never my fault. I am the tank. It is never my fault.
I was about to say, it would be cool if they had the Upside Down Castle as a dungeon, from FF9, Ipsen's
You
Castle.
suck!
Then I realized how much it sounds like Epstein. Have you been to Epstein's Castle?
It has been maybe at least 3 years since I played 9. Samurai's dead. Now I'll just be a little bit over here. Okay. go through the muck a little bit. There we go. See? Easy. Samurai said. Oh. This is what I mean by, like, even though I don't really like the story of Dawn Trail, I still like the fights enough because they do at least make you think more than just there's neurons activating. Sure, like the people in my party might not also have neurons, but it's fine. I'm a little solo the boss. If we're really fair, odds are I could solo the boss. It's just that we'd be here for such a longer period of time. And I don't want that. Like, legitimately, fucking... like, Paladin's self-sustain is ridiculous half the time. That's the reason, the whole reason for, oh my god, the healers strike. Healers going on strike. They're not, what are they going to do? DPS? They're not DPS, they're healers. And then it becomes like, motherfuckers can't even stay alive. Like I'm at the point where the fucking healer's job is to keep DPS alive. Something's wrong, don't rush ahead. The tank's job is to keep themselves alive. Is everybody capable of taking a man by himself? Yes, I kinda am. We've seen that before on stream with some of the dungeon bosses where we sat there and just head in hands and just going, really, again? Hey, look, this side does an enemy, huh? Oh, the balls? Well, let's see what this... Is that a rabbit? That's a rabbit. Viral Vidral Luna Piatti. Luni Piatti? And that's a rabbit. Bandersnatch? Angry Bun Bun. Whee! Alright. Let's see how bad this thing can be. I mean, it's just a rabbit. Dancer's dead. Okay. Huh? Oh, wait. Does this mean... Oh! Samurai's dead. Okay, so... Oh, hey, this is kind of like... Isn't this the same thing as... Yeah, this is kind of like a little ruby weapon. Huh? Huh? No? No? Okay, good. That's a hole. Okay, you know what? Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Okay, good. The DPS are dead. Oh god. The healer's dead. I'm falling down the hole. Oh. Well, Samurai couldn't have done anything. Dust yoke. Whee. Wait. Okay, no, the healer right here. Bunya. All right. Let's just try that again. this one was him doing this. Okay, now he's just gonna start with the ruby weapon shit. Oh god. Yeah, I didn't get that little edge that I wanted. Okay, but now poop snakes, right? Okay. I'm fine right here. Oh god. Okay. And then it's the funny making a hole. And he's gonna jump right here and then go right over here.
Hey, work a little harder.
I am working the hardest that I can. Oh, okay. My brother is sitting back saying, yeah, the last 40% of this fight is fucking weird. And this happened at 60%, so... Okay. Fine, it's not a laser, it's just... Once again, I'm actually enjoying the bosses in these dungeons. Okay. The fuck is that thing called? It's like Lanny Part... Some... I don't know. I actually kind of forgot. Funny. And edge. And edge. We can edge. And bunny. Look at the thing, though. Can't get that close.
Quick everyone raise your hand and help Xavi with sharing your beam.
What? Well, that went a lot better than expected.
For all the talk of my brother felling this beast, he only imprisoned it, like Vali Armanda.
That thing is still alive. It's moving.
From what I could tell, they sought to transfer people's souls and memories into bestial vessels at that facility. The Tural Vidral explains the need for a remote location. It was doubtless their prime subject. Though
That thing
I
is still
expect
alive.
Zoralja did not foresee the opportunities it presented when he imprisoned the creature.
Dab its brain.
And so, in order to prevent the breakdown of the individual,
Oh, hey, that's the second boss that we
seek
fought.
to transfer their soul into the body of the beast.
Something creating pandemonium. Pretty much.
This would allow one to wield the power of a Tural Vitral.
In theory, our initial experiments will involve lesser creatures. But in time, I am confident we will be able to bring even the mightiest under our control.
And what becomes of those who offer their souls?
As they won't be able to return to their original forms, we must consider them lost. But the sacrifice will be worthwhile, for the army you stand to gain will far surpass any composed of mechanical soldiers.
Very well. Recruit volunteers and begin at once.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I shall return to the observatory and see to the necessary preparations.
So, you've given him permission?
Teshalja, you will assist Kaniloka. As one of the Land's Guard's finest chirurgeons, your knowledge may be of use in his experiments. You will also watch him closely. In what you learn, you will report to me.
Before or after they have sex?
You object to his project? Or are you incapable of performing this duty?
No, Your Majesty. Whether we shelter within the dome or expand beyond it, we require great power. But with no one to rely upon, we must take that power for ourselves, even if the means are questionable. I will do as you command. But if Kaniloka's work bears fruit, I wish to beg a boon.
What do you desire?
Sex.
Something that I had accepted I would never have in Tuliolal. That I believed would forever be beyond me. That it was foolish to covet. But here and now, it is close. So very, very close.
Your dick. He covets thy dick.
Perform your duty to my satisfaction.
She's thirsty.
And anything you desire is yours. That which I seek does not lie within this dome. Here, I cannot prove the miracle. But if what you seek is at hand, then you may claim it, for it has no value to me.
Dude, she wants that dick. She wants that lizard dick. He wants that lizard dick, man. You're just saying that you don't like your own penis. Okay, so okay, Bun, you dead.
Are you all right?
Headache.
Teshalja. Could she be my mother?
Don't make that promise. She wants that Switzerland sex.
Like the people in the outskirts said, few Mamulja lived in the Yasulani. I can't imagine many other Upiko women were trapped in the dome. That being the case, she could well be the one.
This observatory Kanaloka returned to, could it not be part of the research facility? We might learn something about Te Shalja there.
That's where we're going next, then.
I wish I could see the past like you. Then I could see the people who are gone. Because there aren't many other Mamulja women here. For a long... Okay, well, you know, out of context, that sounds weird. For a long time, I couldn't even imagine what my mother looked like. When I visited Taralia and saw some, I finally read a picture in my mind. And one day I hope I can see what she actually looked like as well. You might now into Yawata field station with a party of NPC avatars. Well, we discern the purpose of research conducted here. The traces of what remain might afford us greater insight into what came of it. Let's take a look around for information as well as a way to the upper level. Exit the Heritage Fountain. Yeah, let's actually explore the dungeon. They did their experiments here. Wait, there's a dead body. Those weird wheelchairs. Yes. They have wheelchairs.
We are going to find Lizard Mommy tied to a table with a blindfold on, wondering where her king went. Now's your chance as ever.
Damn you
intrusive thoughts.
Damn them intrusive thoughts. We ain't playing Mario and Luigi. This is not the intrusive thoughts night. You know, we can't deal. That would be a thing Luigi does. What happened to people here? Did they all leave, or did we already meet them? I think that people actually volunteered their souls for these experiments. Success was far from guaranteed. And even in the best case, they would cease to be men. Was their devotion to the Royal Judge so absent? It won't open. I don't think it yields shoulders either. We'll have to do the old-fashioned way and find the key. Let's get me seen behind the Reinhardt game. Is 38K. Okay, we have to find the key. Security panels nearby. Perhaps a verification key will open the gate. Any naked men here? No. I wonder if Beck Lug would make a research into transferring souls. Researchers likely move between the upper and lower levels. Perhaps we can find a key among their belongings. It makes me angry thinking what they did here. Yeah, you have nothing. Test subject string. They're recruiting volunteers for a new experiment. I know I'm not as bright as the others, but they wouldn't laugh at me if I were stronger than them. This might be my chance. Soul transferred a few days ago. I can write. I can write good. Yes, I am good. Very good. Getting hard to control strength. Today bit off hand of feeder. Can I help it? So strong. Hungry, always hungry. Cannot control. Eat. I must eat. An am eater must eat. Itchy tasty. Itchy tasty. Itchy tasty. Supplies and staff are neatly arranged within the cabinet. Among the various items is a manual outlining regulations and tranquilizing gas to be used in emergencies. You dig deeper and find a verification key. Perhaps it can be used to open the iron gate. No, those were just like the people who we fought along the way. The rabbit itself was a Tyrell Vitral, like that was there before this facility. They just transferred like the bunny's power into like people, trying to get them to become strong with the power of the rabbit. Made it as a mad scientist when you create zombies. Yeah. It happens a lot. Seems the key can be used to operate the lifts as well. Up we go. Fucking in this Resident Evil ass fucking play. So this is the observatory. I didn't expect it to be similar, but it's far cry from the temple that held Valigamanda. Other machinery appears to be still operational. I expect as auxiliary system is placed to ensure that monitoring can continue even in emergencies. The warnings indicate various anomalies related to the seal's failure, most likely. For a blessing, we've managed to fell the beast before it could cause harm. For once, we made sure that things didn't happen. Right then, let's see if we can find some clues about Galuja's mother. I think I can use his terminal. Shall taught me how. Shell. Resident Fantasy, Final Evil, Fantasy Resident, Final... Well, we gotta use a Japanese name. We gotta put in Japanese name of Biohazard. There's so much data. I don't know what we should look at. Employees? Perhaps we can narrow it down the search by inputting name of Tishalja. I brought up a lot of results. They all seem to say the same thing. Dead. Tishalja, Minister of Experiment Treatments Research Law. That sounds good, doesn't it? Chances are the data is encrypted, and even if it's not, it will take considerable time to go through it all. And let us take it with us to the back room and have Shale analyze it. Agreed. Do we have a USB key? Alright, I'll transfer it to the storage device I brought. He bought his USB key. Here, it's finished. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone. If you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for the both of us. Yay! We beat up a bunny. Saw some zombies. It was an adventure. Have a good night, Jadowski. And there we are. Authorities would doubtless wish to be informed about the facilities and its contents. But first thing first, let's deliver the data to Shell. I feel like I'm nearing the end of this, which I actually thought would take me a little bit longer. Like, they did spend a lot of time, like, oh, we're gonna make sure that MSQs are like 4 hours, or like maybe 4 hours. But now we're closing in on 2. Maybe there's like a few more that's here. Book about Galuja has always given me the storage device. There seems to be a wealth of data, all of it encrypted, so I'll need some time to process everything. In that case, Alice and I might take ourselves around the city, check out on the people. I the move is a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we do to help, but let's see. Well, if it doesn't say crossroads, we're fine. Okay. Guidance of Hesta. Alice isn't wrong. The mood out there is still grim. Some of the Turali remember a time before they were dependent on the Soul System, but even they're unsettled and wondering aloud if they have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. With good reason, too. The journey home won't be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folks who have been leaving for Tural, the ones with no elders to take care of. For the population that reaches in Turiola, my brother's doing all he can to see the Zak-Tural Railroad restored to operation, so that people may come and go more freely. Unfortunately, the tracks go only so far as Vanguard, so traveling by foot will still be necessary. Even so, the railroad would make things slightly easier. How long before it's back in service? I can say, when I left for the visit, Koana seemed reluctant to make promises. But while Shell's working on data, we could go see the state of it ourselves. To Shaloni Station. I think it's this one. It's the closest. Yep. Let's talk to the train people. Val Resolve and Theresa, to boot, what can I do for you? Hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Tural that can't make the journey on foot. I see, as it happens, Val Reason is on its way here to take stock of the situation. Ah, scratch that, the only way. Oh! Hello, Aaronville. Did our little Bun finally outgrow his old clothes? You have to tease him. You have to tease Aaronville. It's not that. As you well know, my previous attire was that of a gleaner, and I've chosen a different path. It was time for a change. You hear about the railroad too. It was in part my sake that the original Dawn Blazer was sacrificed, so I felt it only right I assist with its replacement. Speaking of which, I assume Lameti has explained the growing urgency of need. What have you report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station, in a manner of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawn Blazer to get in the dome, urgency outweighed all other consideration. But now we're back to our original problem, how to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Mewat Tosoan. That is the Ronek. Though the head sorrow that followed them are none too pleased about their heads. But the head sorrow that followed them are none too phased about their Hetso being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I devised quieting the railroads to address that complaint, but a silent train presents a different danger. Roanoke need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them with a panic and put off their grazing again. Weren't the railroad's routes plotted to avoid Roanoke's preferred grazing areas, though? Why are they getting so close in the first place? Roanoke's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I'm not certain why, but I'm intent to ask the people of Mewatosan for their advice. As a member of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in this matter. I would too often hear what the Hetsara have to say. They're the ones most affected, after all. They need their buffalo. Let's talk to their leader. We need to figure out why the cat people and the buffalo roam, and the deer and the antelope play, and cacti. Oh wait, this is shooting targets. There's a cactus. No, I wanted to just look at you. I wanted to look at your fucked up model. Because it is, I mean, yeah, it's American cacti. I mean, they have 3 faces. You ever wonder if, like, if you kill them, like, it's okay to, like, drink them? Like, if you killed a cactuar, is it okay to drink, like, the watery juices that are on the inside? Because there has to be a lot of water within a cactuar, right? What the? I resolve for a reason. I bid you welcome to camp. What brings you all the way to Mewa on the one? Concerns about the Doctoral Railroad. You have noted the Ronik's unexpected change in behavior then. My son, Shepeto, has been looking at this matter, Shepeto. Normally, we expect the Ronik to keep their favorite grounds nearby for a while yet, and despite the thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity and quality of grazing in that word or that word. Yet they refuse to keep where they would, instead pushing westward towards your railroad. I certainly see no cause for an unseasonal migration. Nevertheless, they should continue to move west. We will follow. Any true Hessaran would, as I suppose. You may have surmised I'm a Hessaran descent. My parents traveled with Ronik as well, though myself had no memory of the experience. Left behind but babe during migration, what a mere sacrifice necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle. Sometimes you must abandon the child to continue your nomadic ways. This we've already seen, because it's a memory. Surely I've never heard of Ronik choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision. Nor any Hetsara willing to leave their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I don't know. But if they have a good reason, wouldn't you want to know? Even if it might help you better understand the... These are 2 weird choices. What if it tells you about the fucking Buffalo's current, like, issues? Discomfort of a Hessaran way may arise from fear of reopening old wounds, rather than blind fervor for innovation. But nevertheless, see me repeat past mistakes. And refuse to learn one of our country's treasured traditions would make me a poor Dawn servant indeed. Teach me of the Ronek and what they mean to you. I'll listen with open mind. Yeah, you know, it's kind of weird that we're doing this now and not like in the MSQ back in 7.0 when it's like we were already learning this. But then again, I guess these cat people were so unimportant to the story, so it didn't really matter. Like, we briefly touched upon this, and then, like, the dome happened, and then we had to have, like, 4 hours of, like, lore dumps.
What if we don't give a shit and we go eat tacos together?
I mean, that's kind of what ended up happening in some way. Two ways, learn about the ways to do what you do. I hope you love manual labor. Take these tools. Now introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask see if we can help. Let's meet back here later. Okay. Beans. This Moogle is above some beans. Oh wait, that's a toy. Beans. At least they should be beans. Buffalo. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. I'm afraid I finished my task, but so enjoy. You can learn about the way. Why don't you learn about migration? If you're here, you'll only know the Ronick or Hetzo, our guides. So we travel with them through the turning season. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands where we need to survive. But you know, you may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we Hetzo must also part with half of our number. It's kind of strange and stressful, but over the years, it seems us visit new lands and broaden our horizons. Sometimes our we choose to go and split up our tribe. The wind might go through it. Here's a mending kit. Oh, these are price lists of one need. I should be able to patch up cover now. Even how we pack up and reassemble our tins, they're bound to get occasional tear. Fortunately, the Ronick hide we're made of is durable enough. You know, it's kind of weird how they dress, because it's like, okay, they're definitely... I don't know. They kind of remind me of Squall. I don't know why. I think it's the fur. Like, these motherfuckers are fashion models, not like nomadic tribes. Like, I'm sorry, you two. I know they have cattails, technically. Right? Wait. Yeah, like there. But bitch, you have... Why did you give yourself a foxtail? Or a big bushy tail? You learn about Hazara way of life. I may take things to share, but rather than talking here, let me test your deduction. Finance is much easier if they're later. Finance is much easier to call later if I arrive at them myself. And so people provide us something we need: medicines, pulses, and soaps to drive away past the things our fires. What is it? Huh? Bones, hooves, or hoofs? Bones? Is it dung again? Organ and meat? Meat? I assume bones, because that's kind of where, like, some soaps kind of come from. Both horns and hooves have core of bones. We use those materials privately, tin poles, instruments, and like. It's not quite the answer I was looking for. Wait. The material is fit for medicines, pulses, and soap to drive away pests. Okay, so then it's fat because the meat. Well, that's not oh no. Meat and organs can be most and delicious fare, but the neighbors are often glad to trade for them. They do have certain medical uses as well, but this material is fit for medicines, poultices, and soap to drive away pests and other evils, to sustain fires, and to flavor food. Okay, I guess it's poo. It sounds like the story did, but indeed it's the correct answer. We discovered Murad uses for Ronick chips over time, each a boon to our way of life. Where there's a need, our Hetzo also provide. At very least, I don't have to pick up the poop. if Chad knows the lore about the harem, cat girl harem. Like, no, specifically of the cat people, and I mean these types of cat people, not the other types of cat people. These types. Especially in Aurorzia. I forget what it is. I think it's the Sun Tribe. Each one of them is basically one guy and then a whole bunch of fucking like women. And then some of them gets to be beta males. What was it? The least story wasn't that bad. As you stroke the Rorik's coat, you know many portions are shaggy and tangled. This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? You need the right tool for the job. I should put us in Rorik brush. Okay, just like him. Now go through one patch at a time. Oh. We're doing the animation. You dutifully brush Ronick until your arms grow weary from the prolonged battle with his coat. It appears much tidier now, though the same cannot be said of your clothes, which require a new coat of their own. Well done. No fur. No heat. Well, that didn't really teach me anything about why they might be doing that. Outside of maybe they're just looking for cooler climbs. You can be nearly mistaken for one of us with a brawn of Rodnik boot. I wonder what Valkoina is getting on. I assume that he was reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems like he wished to understand that this was sincere. Oh no, it's gonna rain. Ah, there he is now. I was tasked with grazing the Rornik, and I ended up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither to my companion's inclination. Horses back the trail seemed inappropriate. How was your work? Rorrik or Treasureman was... No, they revolve around the bison. They like the bison. Their life is the bison. Mine is not the other way, though at times I like experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive how a decision might be right does not mean that's all wrong. Parents have a duty to Rornik and a duty to me, so I wonder if they leaving me behind was not a selfish act as I once believed. I have no, of course, regardless, this has no bearing on the present concerns. We're here in the service of people of Tural, right? Nonetheless, I thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today. Okay. You know, maybe the solution is to build a fence around the railroad and then maybe like dig tunnels so that the bison can go into the tunnels and then out the other side, or have like specific bison crossings, like, oh, here's where you get to herd the bison. Maybe there's solutions. Yeah, email Wednesdays now has mushroom bacon burger. I don't really like mushrooms. The warmth of family. No. Oh, now how did it go? Well, we're kind of no closer to figure out why you're there. I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetzo. They nourish their Hetzaro as they grow and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, nor beast must be tamed, nor beast to be tamed. However, Ronick are sensitive. Although they may treat their injuries as brussicles to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Hetzo would never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. So what's your solution? Then it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Roaring X once favoring grazing grounds. The grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just a Rornik. Even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Cetroraptors, but they looked passing through in a hurry. Fauna would be associated with natural disaster. Put two and two together with the cause of geological. I mean, the area's ethos to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption. Neither this one anomaly, though. A strong and theory signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. What do you think, Koana? Given where I believe we're dealing with a powerful beast, a predator perhaps, given local fauna's behavior. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of his tail by something very large fangs. Could it be a Turuhetsu? Hetzo? What? Turuhetsu? Ronick Reaver is common tongue. People have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetzo in the night. There's another evocation one. A chupacabra? Many predators, but not a Trohetsu. Their scales are tough as adamant. Neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. They usually roam wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. In any case, I believe the source of Ronik's concerns is cleared. Okay, we need to kill the predator. We need to hunt the monster. Go on a monster hunt. Except this version of Monster Hunter probably ain't going to fucking run at like sub 30. TAA up the ass. Look like a melting puddle. Oh, hey, this is a duty. Okay, so it's gonna be multiple. They want to catch it. No.
Hetzo is coming this way.
Okay, so it is Turuhetsu.
It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fight them though.
After they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronick Reaver.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
Okay, so I gotta go find Buffalo.
They are just cat people. It's okay if they die. Let's go eat
Make
tacos.
haste. We must protect the Ronek.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Where'd the buffalo at? The buffalo. Oh, there's the buffalo.
There they are!
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
Pet the buffalo. These big fuckers shouldn't be that scared of anything.
Right. Let's look for stragglers.
Let me through.
None shall be left behind.
Oh, there they are.
There must be something up ahead. Come.
Birds. Oh my god, these fucking birds are bullying the cows. My god, they're so pussied. Oh my god, I'm gonna allow the birds to pick on us. And now we're gonna let the raptors pick on us. Hello, new tasty. Give the buffalo a hand job to calm them down. No, that seems inappropriate.
More are coming.
What we need to do is, yo, horned lizards. What we need to do is give them a picture of a triceratops. Wait, no, that's horses. Never mind. Oh my god, it's Abigail Crockham. Oh, he's gonna shoot the alligators. Okay. Now can I fight the big thing? I want to fight the big thing because I want to know what the fuck that big thing is. Oh, Abby disappeared.
For the father at least. Where's...
Oh. Yo, no, that's a monster. That's a monster hunter monster.
Look there. We've got a big one coming.
No, legitimately, that's a monster hunter monster. That's Devil Joe.
Impenetrable scales.
That's just like a crystal filled
That's
pickle.
our own Griever, and no mistake.
There! That one there! Not so fast!
What was your plan?
Even should it cost me my life. I will save the head soul!
Typical DPS, trying to
I
pull the
know.
boss first.
Kona, are you all right?
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety!
There. You've nothing to fear.
Right. Let's finish the job.
I made a vow to our people. You shall plague them no longer!
You killed the great value pickle. Ah! There we go.
You'll find the vow of
Game was
reason
like,
is
no,
not without
you
result."
cannot. This is doing no damage.
Not even a scratch.
Buy me some time to think, will you? It must have a weakness, and I will find it. Keep it busy. I need time.
Right. Go for the legs.
Topple it. Oh. Maybe I should have done this as like a DPS class. Then again, I don't think it would take as long. I think they do empower me just a little bit during these things.
Now we just have to keep it pinned.
Get thinking, Kona.
Kona, stop actually DPSing and do your scan.
A protective current of ether. But whence does it flow?
Yeah, it did. Damaging it seems to do nothing. Anytime now?
One well-placed piercing round to the chest, and...
Do it.
You're done for! That stemmed the flow of protected ether.
We have to have the cinematic.
There's nothing stopping us
Kona
now.
was the one that was on the hill that day.
Still not backing down,
The
huh?
grassy knoll. That's what I was trying to think. I was like, there's a specific term for that area that people say that the second shooter was at with JFK's assassination. That was the grassy knoll. Somewhere there's not a way to know. What was the song? I'm trying to remember the song. The song that they fucking sang in Whitest Kids You Know. Fucking Trevor Moore and who played JFK in that fucking bit? Zach was JFK. You know what the fun part is? I had to sit back and think about the Gallon of PCP sketch just to remember the guy's name. And a gallon of PCP, which is a lot of PCP. I mean, it's a lot of PCP.
Ether ere the Reaver recovers it.
This is going to hurt.
Bitch, I don't care. I'm a tank. I'm gonna just do this a lot. Hey, look, I got 6 stacks. Stacks, baby. Oh, god damn it. Okay, never mind, it's dead. Motherfucker should have used their own every day. We get to be the third whale in the weekly commercial. See, I don't mind it if you're doing things. If you're helping, it's fine. When you're just sitting there listening about how to make tacos.
The Ronek have all made it to Mehua-Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats.
And helping?
But the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid. You, most of all, Bow of Reason.
You could have went and made food to come back and they won.
Take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line.
After I made food, they would still be like halfway down the fucking the boss.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty.
Only had the boss half done.
The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most.
And therefore place them along the track and then repel them.
If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
You're a genius.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one. And it's been more than 20 years now. I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozeni-Hetta. A camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Wait a second, I'm 20.
That's where the Pelu trader found me as a babe. Please, can you tell me what you saw?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature. "We're distracted," I heard one cry. "Save our son! Save the Hetzo!" After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Ronek thunder. I ran and ran. As the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or
I'm sorry,
so the story goes.
Oh, no, you're actually an orphan. You're a real orphan.
And what became of their child?
One knows.
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself.
Wow. Why is everybody so surprised? It's easy to put two and two together.
Years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But now I see, they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe. I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am Dawn's servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
I was expecting the other song to play, you know, the one that's like the Christian choir one. There was like a moment there, I was like, yeah, here comes the choir song. Here it goes. Hetzo safe is more than enough. Maybe yet, would it be wrong to hope to protect them? They also invented my parents. Thank you for standing by me. There's another matter we came to address. Remove the root cause of the Ronek strain from the favorite grazing and obtain the tools to devise and distribute precautionary measures. A silent whistle. This whistle might be capable of manipulating pulse of ether, drive them away. But if we can achieve this, it will be far sight better than traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful than of the creature. Yeah, you just put them on the train, and then like they're going to fill the train, and they'll be like, "Oh no, that's a predator." Once again, the game gives like an hour on like only one of these cultures in Zaktaral, where you spend like 2 hours like making tacos. I will never forgive the taco one. Like that's the one that I feel like is kind of the most egregious one of like, go here to help these people. Oh no, it's tacos. Learn to make tacos. Well, actually, no. The most egregious might actually be the one where it's find us a fucking jewelry crafter, and it's like 30 seconds of like actual quest, and then they're like, oh, well, I guess you got to deal with Wuklamot getting kidnapped for the next hour.
We're ready to go.
Train.
Whoa! She looks as good as new.
I'm pretty sure she is new because most of that train was destroyed.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior.
I guess they got enough. I didn't think that most of that train survived. I mean, you crashed into a gate.
But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliyola. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel, and we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
You know, this still wasn't what I wanted out of this patch. What I kind of wanted was me to go to like the live stream and like call Emmett Selk and beat his ass again for every single, because I know he knows. I know he knows. This motherfucker would know. That motherfucker would know, and he told me where to go, and I went, and then we got to see what was going on. Choo-choo. The train is going.
There's a Ronek up ahead.
Blow the whistle. Ram it! Bullshit. Trains don't stop that fast.
Now, to test our whistle.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
Oh shit.
It's moving away. Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like. Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Shaktaral Railroad is back in service.
Yay, trains. We got the twain. The choo-choo twain. I'll be honest, like there is no passenger trains around where I live. Actually, where I used to live, yeah, I guess Gainesville had like an Amtrak station, but that was like awful. Like I don't think that had any actual people stopping in Gainesville. We're worried about never get railroad running again. Test drive was a success. We can breathe easy. First Shaloni, then the continent. Watch out, Zoctoral. Here we come. Mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth transportation. As for our work, I trust you can handle the menace in Alexandria. Okay, now that we've kind of had our little stop, I wonder if like some bullshit's gonna happen in... Yeah, here's the last one. Well, it's possible the shell's made some headway by now, and regardless, you can spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. What do you have her working on? We're trying to find the mother. The Lujah's mother. I feel the same issues have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me. The Chakua we met may have only been Silicrum, but her memory of real dicks. Wow, 3 dicks. Oh wait, you've already said dicks earlier today. I guess that's another type of dick. The streak, the dicks, the dick streak. The weird streak that was left out of the dick tip. I need to search for what she left behind, because what she left me with, but she left it. Fuck! I always carry it. Yeah, you're carrying a little keychain of the little monitor she uses. Is that a teeny tiny Kachua? What? No. It's merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer. I thought it would be a good souvenir as any. Whatever you say, for what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her along with you on her travels. We put the mother in the robot. Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? Thought I might join you for a time. See if there's odd I can do for the people there. Much changed, though, since it's considered my home. Of course, we'll give you the full song right. Yay, Best Boy's coming with us. #1 character on all these polls. Aaronville. Mostly because this entire story, especially at the latter half, works. Back rooms. Boo 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 boo. Let me in. Game? Oh, you head into... Fuck, what the hell? That was the fucking internet dying for a second, wasn't it? Oh my... Where am I? Okay. this one of those DDoSes? Is the game getting DOS? So we gotta look at the solution, and thus the railroad is back in operation. Meanwhile, Sheila is nearly finished processing the data. She'll be able to share her findings with us in term. Hey, it's Yastola. What brings you? I've seen enough of the gate and Sky Deep Synod for now. So I'm shifting my investigation to living in memory. While there, though, I thought I might as well have the company of an expert on electro. Take a closer look at the place myself. Can I join you once we're finished here? Lest you have forgotten, once I make headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. So, are we gonna find something that's going to be like a fucking,
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Taishul Jah herself. While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, please.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
Please set aside some time.
My name is Taishul Jah, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose.
Mother?
Me?
Officially I was a Virgin with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuliolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran, and in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path, a path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja?
You want that dick?
I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him. His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me, I knew. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire.
You will have that dick.
Today. It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long.
Oh no.
I hold a future in my arms. If you could see him, embrace him. Surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
My...
What?
No, I can't. I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! No! Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me!
Hey, this doesn't come as a surprise. We already knew about that part.
And then his milk-finding instincts kicked
It's
in.
all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all.
Uh-huh.
He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. Kaniloka's shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well. But I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
Are you happy now?
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gololcha.
I'm fine, Lamarchi. Father and mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try.
I mean, I'm still kind of wondering what Galuja or Zeralja thought was happening.
But it's better to know, I think.
Or how...
Thank you, everyone.
How... Tashelja, Tashelja does seem like she got what she wanted, which might have been that lizard dick. But I'm not sure if Zeralja knew that, I think we're going to skirt around that issue. I think they're really going to skirt around that. It's better to know. Profound response for someone so young. Yeah, one now grows the need for dependable companions. It's fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Shell. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. Well, you only got to hear like part of it. I think there's probably more to it. Furniture, at present I'm ready to head to living memory when you are. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much to attend to. For now, farewell. What do you have to say, Geode? Network's always speaking word of the railroad. We expect people who would be clamoring to get the first train back. Yet the reaction's been polar opposite. A scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. When we spoke before, many were eager. Have they grown concerned about getting through the Vanguard? We need to speak with people ourselves. Let's start with Leonai. It's gonna be something like they forgot. Like their memories are being fucky. Let's see. Okay, it's that centered. Oh, I want to run. Oh wait, I'm already running. Never mind.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right, and a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zoraljar's attack on the city.
Oh no, we can't leave. We might die.
To meet such an unceremonious end. It feels wrong.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware.
Oh hey! The entire concept of this system coming crashing down! Yeah, yeah.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Tell them about the afterlife!
It's Queen Sphene!
Bullshit, 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 bullshit.
What?
It's easy to recreate this shit. We have the data.
How help, Queen Sphene. The grown-ups are really upset, and I don't know what to do.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever.
Memories recorded as data. The computer.
You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
She's right there.
A funeral? For Her Majesty? What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
Your Majesty.
What if I kill her
will you free us
again?
from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live. Not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort.
Oh no, is she gonna just
You
do
needn't
it?
fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution.
If we can't remake heaven, let's remake hell.
All of us shall be made endless. I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all. One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us?
You Victral! The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
She's a computer.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
I like how the GPU's been in the background. Yeah, you gotta have the creepy smile thing. Hello, Cryo. Wait, Cryo. Okay, thank you. We only caught the proclamation at distance, but I can tell you that the message was nowhere about neo-regulators received with utmost clarity. It couldn't be Speen. She should have been destroyed when the Meso terminals shut down. Without sending Alexandrian to bear witness, present with identical figure claiming to be the beloved queen, it's no surprise it would be chosen to believe she's alive. What's troubling, however, is the denial that the funeral was held in his honor, as if memories have been erased. Wow, you figured that out? Almost like those regulators that erase memories can erase memories. Given the number of members of Oblivion remain unaffected, it was likely work of the regulators, but why the design? Someone smart enough to play at being Queen of Reason. In that guise, even if some suspect deception, most Alexandria would be on her side. We have to find out who this Wait, we have to find out who this imposter is. While I agree wholeheartedly we should avoid drawing more attention to that we have, let's be patient until a lead in 4 months. But now, cliffhanger. We have to have our cliffhanger for the patch. Meanwhile, in living memory,
oh, where am I? My people, are they safe?
oh god damn it.
Why am I?
I get it. In fear of death, the people turn to Queen Reborn, their face to learn. I get it because the amount of what we got with Sphene is jammed into like 4, 6 hours, 8 hours of a 30-hour expansion. Like, she is legitimately most of Act 3. Which once again comes back to a thing that I have to say about this expansion, which is, hey, please stop trying to shove 2 expansions worth of storylines into 1 expansion where it kind of feels hollow. Because now it feels like the patch notes are catch up. Anyways, tomorrow, that's it for now. So tomorrow is more 7.1. We did the main scenario quest tonight. Wait, I just realized I've been in the funny default outfit, wrong outfit tonight. I don't know why. I need to go back and change that. Well, I was supposed to be in my funny ball outfit, I thought. Maybe I fucked something up. Well, kind of. It's like tomorrow we get to see the raid dungeon that came with everything. Let me double check something. Oh yeah, no, I see what it is. Whoops. Have I really been in my spring outfit all this? Give me a second. Well, I guess I'll fix that later. I've probably been in that for like the last couple of weeks, and it just didn't dawn on me until tonight. Ugh. Anyways, let's see here. Who are we raiding? But like, yeah, tomorrow night I'm going to be doing the raid, the 24-man raid, which is a raid based upon Final Fantasy XI, a game I've never played. And then after that, we will have the end of the week, and it will be Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And of course, next week we'll finally be able to do a lot of this stuff. Continue. Who is online? Who can we go and harass? Right. New gym. Okay, how far is Bun? Okay, Bunny's in a place I haven't seen, so no. You know what? No. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna send y'all to Colt. Oh god, like 40 seconds worth of ads. I know pre-rolls. Well, I'm gonna at least hit the raid creation button. God. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Ads. Adidas ads. Become Slavic. Adidas ad over? Adidas... Yeah, okay. Adidas ad is over. Okay, he's in the middle of Sonic Adventure 1. It's... Yeah. Or he's BRB. Something. I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys for coming out tonight. Stay safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the raid of 7.1. Have a good night.